Sure. Oh boy. Man, we are absolutely destroying those guys. Alright, I think this will be some cool No. Man, we don't need even to invest a single card into removing all of this. That's pretty insane. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today the deck that I think you will absolutely like because it's Rakdos, it's control, and thanks to all the tools like Fable Big Score you will probably not get to mana screwed altogether, and you will enjoy playing Magic, and what's better than this? What more, we are very eager to see some aggro decks because we have cut downs. Flameless Bolts, March of the Wretched Sorrow, Go for the Throat, Graveyard Trespasser, Parasitic Grasp, and Liliana, one of my favorite cards lately, because normally you want as much removal as possible, but it's really bad against control matchups, right? Or any kind of mid-range. Okay, maybe not mid-range, but control. Liliana is great in both, and she's really efficient for 3 mana. It's not a big, investment for a removal. Like you overpay 1, but you get a lot of benefits for it. So the deck is absolutely cool. You have also a showstopper in the form of Sheoldred the Apocalypse against aggro decks. You have the value card with Invoke Despair, very good sweepers Brotherhood's End and Burn Down the House, that can also be aggressive, you will see in the games today. And Vraska as a top-down just to try to close the game. So it seems that the deck is pretty consistent, very strong, and amount of removal means that you actually most of the time survive the early game, which is my gripe. It's really hard to survive early game, and when you get there to this 4, 5, 6 mana, you can absolutely start going. So it seems to be extremely cool. Flameless Board as always hero for most of the situations, and with Bankbuster Invoke Despair we still can hold our own against control decks, mid-range deck, so it just seems all around a really strong deck, and the results definitely confirm it. That's the word, Sloth. And for this one I will... Okay, so if you don't want games spoiled, because you will see all of the results, maybe close your eyes, rewind the video, whatever. So not too many games, but we are at 80% win rate, and most of all, we went from percentages to the numbered Mythic with this particular deck, which is great because the previous version tanked my rank, so it got back as a revenge. And yeah, with this deck you can hit numbered Mythic, and that's pretty sweet. It's really fun deck, I really enjoyed playing it, and I think you will like too. And we will have mono red as well. You will get extra game on top of the ones that you see because it's unranked, but it's really cool. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe if you want to support the channel. Like those comments, likes, and subscribes really help. And I also want to say huge thank you to you guys. Like, you've been extremely supportive. You are here daily, and that means a lot, even if I don't say it every single day, but every single day I'm reading comments, checking, how many views, how much subscribers. Like, if you clicked it, I've seen it, and it means a lot to me. So really thank you for being so supportive, so great, and just, bearing with my absolutely amazing Mythic level jokes. So let's go into the games. I hope you will enjoy this one. Alright, going first. I mean, we will take this hand. There's not much value, but we are nearly guaranteed to, survive early game. So let's see if that's mono red, because probably this is the matchup we want. If we see control, suddenly we don't feel great. Alright, not sure what it is, but it's fine. We will hit some big scores, Bankbuster, Invoke Despair, so it seems to be some kind of mono-black control, I guess. They aren't super aggressive, so they don't play Sleeper probably into Tenacious Underdog. Everyone plays Trespasser, right? Cool. Alright, going back to the game. When you see creature, you just click it with one of the highlighted cards. It's easy standard. Yeah, this is very vulnerable to removal. Alright, this is interesting question. I think what we will do, we could play Vraska, but we can also play Vraska later. This is the Invoke Despair turn. Oh, that's scary, isn't it? I think we just go with the March. Then they cast Invoke Despair, draw cards, and then we go Vraska maybe. Maybe that's the plan. Alright, let's not mess it up. Have your opponent draw a card. Decline. No. Alright, let's go for... I could take the hit actually. Huh. Nah. I don't think. Like, it's not worth it. And we actually want him to play something, right? I really would hope for something like Sheoldred. That would be perfect. Invoke Despair, you know, you never like to see it. Especially in this situation, because it's basically 3 cards for no risk. First Stinger, sure. I can draw those cards if you want. Like, I'm not pushing it, but I can draw 2 cards for 2 life if you want. Alright, how we do it? Do we just go Vraska and draw a card? They drew a lot of cards, right? So it's probably not correct. What we will do... That's an interesting play, but I think that's the correct one. I might regret it if he plays Tenacious Underdogs, but, you know, it is what it is. We have the Trespasser, so there's something. And he should cast Invoke Despair right now. Let's go for the first Stinger. You know, we drain him slowly. But it's risky. He should have 1 Invoke Despair right now in the hand. If we can bait it, then we can play Vraska. Maybe he cannot answer it. Yep, here we go. It's really tempting because it goes around wards, so like everyone will use it. It's just way too tempting, man. And let's see if he has another one. Or maybe just an addict. I don't think Vraska will survive, but I still think that's some play, you know? This could be a discard. You know what, I don't think I need too many lands. Like, I don't need big march because we are not pressured on the life total. And I don't want to discard those. Oh man, that's absolutely ridiculously perfect. Oh my god, I love it. It couldn't get better, honestly. I could kill it with march, but why? If I can just get it for free. Oh boy. And now I proliferate, so Liliana has another remover, and we got the invoke. Well, I mean, this went well. This went pretty well. We'll play this one. Like with Vraska, Invoke Despair, I'm not scared about the value. Now Invoke Despair does not work. Now Edict does not work. He needs Edict into Invoke Despair. That's the only way he clears the Planeswalkers. And yeah, Shakedown Heavy definitely not shining. One of the issues with the card, if it dies, it really doesn't give you any kind of value. But you know, it's true for Sheoldred as well, and she's super dominating, so there's that. Sure. Oh boy. Man, we are absolutely destroying those guys. Alright, I think this will be some cool No. Man, we don't need even to invest a single card into removing all of this. That's pretty insane. I actually want to start using Liliana. So, let's start classing. And this will be Parasitic Grasp because it's not correct for the matchup. It was correct a little bit on the opening turns, but not now. And I will start getting my value. You know, sure that. See ya. My cards. Can I have them? So I want to force him into top deck mode as soon as possible. Takenuma is absolutely amazing. And here we will play Sheoldred. Because the best answer is always Invoke Despair, and it means he doesn't really do anything else, and we sacrifice Liliana so we can start drawing more cards, and with Takenuma we can get back the Planeswalker. I don't think he can win this. Unless he draws like triple Invoke Despair in a row, then he can. Or he plays Addicts. But yeah, he's super behind. If he cannot answer this, he's just absolutely out of the game. And I don't think he can because he would already do it. No, and we got into numbered Mythic. Nice. Alright, so this is a strange hand. However, we have Parasitic Grasp and potentially Trespasser at some point also with the big score. So I think it's takeable. Especially that at some point on the draw, like, you have much higher chance to draw this one land that you need. So you can play a bit, you know, more greedy in a way. Alright, let's see. Tenacious Underdog? Or just a Phyrexian Insect. Alright, we definitely got a nice hit. And on the next turn, Parasitic Grasp will hit something. So we will use Flame Blast board. We don't get the creature in the graveyard, but it's not the biggest deal. Especially that we are on the draw. The Trespasser really hurts them. They already are down to 5 cards. Probably to 4. Oh, he won't like it. GG, yeah? Honestly, it's probably game losing. Like, he invested so much into the board and he's down to 4 cards. Let's get rid of it, cause why not? And now he's in for some real trouble, especially that we have Invoke and big scores, so on the value side we are not losing. If he kills Trespasser, that's great, because he didn't do anything this turn, so you just play the land, go big score, and like, we already are getting the value, right? He wanted to go for Toxic, but right now we don't even have a single poison counter, so all of his Proliferate doesn't work. It means he won't have enough cards and he lost the game. I don't believe there's any chance he can come back to this game. So, we'll see what he plays. It's either a Mountain or a Parasitic Grasp, depending on, you know, if he gives us the target. Sure. Oh, this is perfect, Invoke Despair target. You know what, I really like Parasitic Grasp. It's not the matchup for it, but it still should be useful at some point. Nah, Greed. The Greed is here. Smorky. That must be the explosion, right? Let's see how brave he is, but man, this is honestly really brutal right now. Our fellow brewer. Yeah, this card seems to be very played. It's really strong unless you answer it right. And then it doesn't really do anything. Alright. I'm not killing it. And there is a reason. We have enough value, we need lands. Because Sheoldred kinda negates the Contaminator. So they need to play something more. They only have 2 cards, man. And then we go for the Throat when they manage to solve it. And like, this doesn't do anything on the board right now. And the fact that you force them to play the first card, like, you know, Tyvar stand, something like this, means it's insane, because then you can answer and they need another one. See? Bruh. See? And now you went 2 for 1. Enjoy. I'm not even reading the card. You don't read the card if you counter it with a black counter spell for 2 mana. Oh man, I will admit, CIA Dan, like, you are really persistent, and that's good. This is what Magic is about. So, I will actually go for this one, because I honestly feel that we want to kill him as soon as possible, and that's a lot of damage. He's already at 5, and after Devils die, he's at 2. So, yeah, not much room for mistakes anymore, and that should be Explosion, honestly. We won the moment we answered. Flame Blast board won this game. This was the reason we won, and that's why it's one of my favorite cards. Alright, this is a really good hand, so we'll take it, because it has value with Invoke Despair, and it is extremely reactive with triple removal, and we have 3 mana. Yeah, so it's nearly guaranteed that we won't get super mana screwed. We still have a little bit way to go with the Invoke Despair, but we'll get there. And with the removal, we will have time. I hope it's soldiers. No hello, bro, unless you show me what you play. All right. Oh, that's some hello material. Nice, Boros, maybe Boros control. Man, it seems that we will be able to play Magic. All right, that's exciting. Oh, so cool. Alright. I mean, I feel bad for punishing so hard, because the big value for this card is the Unearth. And he's not getting it. He's also super tapped. So even though we missed the land drop, it's not extremely over. Of course, I would prefer the land, but Trespasser is also pretty decent. Oh, power stones. Alright, so Invoke Justice deck. Okay. This will be very important. Not sure if we'll play it now. I think we go for the big score. Probably and go for the throw. Or maybe March? I have no idea, honestly. I should have idea, but I don't. I will go with the fraud because he seems to be playing an artifact deck. We actually did not hit a land. Isn't it insane? Alright, let's start invoking so we might start doing some lands and get healthy. Wow, only one land in like 5 cards, man. Do we go so mana? No, that's not a good idea. Like, we will have to work for this win. I'm not sure if we can win this, you know? Oh, man, that's so cool. We are actually playing cool Magic. Alright, Power Stone. He is definitely building, and I wonder at what moment I need to stop it. Yeah, I know, man. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. Do I... Oh, I see the play. Oh, but on the next turn he can invoke Justice, right? I cannot exile. That's harsh. Oh boy, it might end well. I think this is the play. And we need to kill artifacts, so let's go like this. Oh no, but then we don't hit Karn. Ooh. Alright, that's... Whoopsie. Okay, but there's still a chance. If we draw a land, we can do it. We need untapped land. Perfect. Now we go like... Oh, I played a land. Right? I guess I did. Oh, I actually don't want to play this Bankbuster. I think we discard one of the Fable. I don't think the game will go so long. Alright, show me the turn. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Oh, perfect. I think with this we won. Artifacts with mana value, but you need to tap it manually. They have high priority. And this needs to die, I believe. Yeah, so he built this to supplement his real mana base. And now we play Trespasser, and we will exile his reanimation target, and he has only one. So now Invoke Justice doesn't do anything. So that was a pretty clutch. It was close. So I made a great monologue about opening hand, but he waited so long to start the game that I needed to scrap the first part. So we are playing it. It's not great. I was wondering if I should mulligan, and I said it's extremely slow. And we seem to be on the draw against turn 1 Delver, so you can figure the rest of the game. Fortunately, he invested a lot into mulliganing this perfect opening, so let's see how many answers he will have. The problem is that we have plenty of removal, and I mean plenty. However, nothing is in the hand. And that's, like, I think it's like 70% lost game already, especially with this draw. So we know the first thing will get countered, and let the beatdown commence. I think it will be really hard to win this game, but if we can... The problem is like Fable. It will get countered, but okay, this is the card. Alright, this is the card. We have to pain ourselves. Do we really bait it? He will go first for Discover. Right. I'm sure he will. The point is also on the next turn we can overload him, and it's not like we have turn 4 play. Got him! I knew he will do it. I knew he will freaking do it. Enjoy your cards. So, it's not over, absolutely, we are still a bit behind now, he has a lot of value, but we solved the first riddle, and I think that was a pretty cool play. I'm pretty proud of this one, but it doesn't matter if your opponent just has Man, that was kinda the perfect opening for him. On the play as well. And we still don't have removal. If we draw, like we have land, if we have go for the fraud, this won't do it. But of course it's just lands, because why would you not draw a lot of lands? I mean, we might as well do it like this, right? I don't care about this 1 damage. With this Jin he won the game. It doesn't matter what he will do, probably. Yep, and I want to get rid of this, get my life back. Haha, good try. And you know, like, we have some answers, but 5 mana against 1 mana protection. Yeah, that was a great game. I mean, his draw was way too good and he was on the play, that's it. And I should maybe mulligan the opening hand, but this is the problem. What if that wasn't mono blue but some mono black? This hand would be absolutely perfect. Alright, this is a really hard decision because if we hit Fable, we can cycle everything else. I will take this hand. And we are against very online that, man, for some reason I already feel happy by, you know, playing against him. Let's start with the top land, of course. I mean, even if we whiff for 1 turn, I mean, maybe, you know? We have black mana, so we can go like this. Blue. Man, what's up with mono blue? Suddenly, everything is mono blue. Let's check him for... no counter spells for 2 mana and no interaction. That's a huge tell. They really should hold priority. This might be some weird junky deck. I won't take this, and this could be useful. I think we go like this. Cut down. I mean, maybe. Fading Hope. No? Man, I have no idea. It should be Fading Hope. But it's not. Apparently it's not. Alright, they have to react. I will go with Trespasser, because if they have any... like, they could draw make disappear. Alright, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. This is what we are playing into. It's good for them, but we need to go through it anyway. And this is why we played it. Alright, you think that I should play at the end step. That's not true. It's not true, because our siege won't be good enough on the end step. Now it's way better. Because he will play a card. This means cut down in response to whatever he freaking plays. Kills the Jin. If we played for 2 mana, 1 removal, then he would get extra card and that would be 6, so not cut downable. That was the bait. And now we have empty board, and that's pretty cool. We also get the Goblin that gives us all the mana we want. And you know what? Trespasser is devastating to this deck. I remember since I've been playing myself mono blue, man, this absolutely destroys Jin. You don't want to exile creatures because they don't use them. However, they use all the spells, and if you keep attacking, they will be always at 0. And that's super cool. Absolutely super cool. And you know what? That's even cooler. You can Fading Hope it, but then I replay it. They have no good answers. Oh, tickling with mono blue. It also makes my heart smile a little bit. Alright, man. Trigger. And now we can get rid of this, cause why not? Do we have something? Yep, we have something. I mean, the extra damage also matters. Let's clear all the board. And the problem for them is that they only have Fading Hopes probably in the deck. Do you really want to invest 2 cards to delay me by 3 mana? Probably not, right? Probably not. I actually won't kill it. He's holding the mana. The point is that we can always clear the graveyard, right? So we want to hold up the mana for a situation like this. They always do it, man. They always do it. Just full tap, like mono red but with blue cards. Alright, he can draw something like Tolarian Terror, but he won't be able to play it because there's only 1 insta in the whole graveyard. Yeah, Hurts, doesn't it? Oh, I'm not sure if they can beat it. Oh boy, so they will invest 2 cards and a counter spell. This will be basically like their main play, right? Oh, Impulse. Oh, is it Desperation? I think they have a blue counter spell against creatures, like Essence Scatter. Right? I think they have another one of those in the hand. Because they wouldn't play like this if they didn't have it, but they're still losing on the board anyway. Alright, sorry Dad. Oh man, I should make a dad joke, I wasn't prepared. Alright, going first. I mean, with Bankbuster and Brotherhood Sand, I think we should do something with this hand. Let's start with the black mana, just so we don't have to pain ourselves. Now we need to play double red, because we are, you know, against the same deck as usually. Well, at least the sleeves are cute, maybe not the deck. Alright, Cheek. At some point in Standard, I said I don't even mind dying to this, and well, things have changed. Things have changed. But it's good. We'll battle test this one in some serious matchup. So our opponent just played the Cheek. It's actually probably the best, because Swift Spear is way more deadly. And we don't have blockers, so it's not a big difference, right? Alright, so we have the Bankbuster. Do we go for the Sweeper? I honestly think we do. I think we take this 3 to 6 extra damage for additional card, because then we can draw a card, and I really want to hit the land drops. It is really important. And of course they are hitting land drops with no draw easy. And that's a squee. Not surprising. So this was basically what we expected and kinda wanted. So we would miss land drop. Easy, let's see if we still miss it. I mean, it's okay. So, let's clear the board. We are at 9, so as usually, game is never over against this deck. And I have quite a lot of cards in the graveyard. They even could... No, it costs 4 mana. Because if they have play with fire, but one of the cards is squeezed, so they need 2 cards, alright. So we have a little bit of time. And here we are, with stage 2 of this amazing deck. Yep. So good, so great with Magic. Like, I'm always laughing because it's basically like it could be a solitaire in a way, you know? When your opponent shows you the hand and you probably know if you win or not. So, how do we do it? That will be actually pretty hard. This can deal to Planeswalker, right? Fable is okay. Oh boy, if we miss the land drop, what then? Like, I could draw with Bankbuster, but there's high chance I miss. I could go for a big... You know what? You know what? This is actually better. I think I discard Vraska. I know, but I think... Oh my god, I did not expect I will whiff on everything. Alright. That's scary. I did not expect I will whiff everything. Alright, I mean... I guess we are playing like this then. At least it gives us a little bit something, you know? Alright, that's the 4th card. So we don't... It is a bit risky, but he needs 2 instant spells to buff the Swift Spear, and if he doesn't have anything... Like, we can answer maybe. I think we can kill Swift Spear with the cut down. I did not expect that we will miss land in so many cards. That makes it harder. Alright, let's see the attack. And let's see the pump. So basically I didn't want to kill Swift Spear because then he has enough cards to go with Squee, and that's not great. I actually paused for too long. Now he might not play the burn spells. Joke. Of course he will. And I think we go like this. Because this can be blocked with Fable or just tokens from the burn down the house, right? Maybe so is Swift Spear, but it really encourages, you know, him to play a bit differently. And still no land, huh? Our opponent curving out to 5 easily, 0 cardos, 0 cycling, just straight up from the top. So let's see the Squee, I guess. But if he plays Squee, he cannot go for the Founder, so there's that. That's something. If we can make the Devils, we can flood the board with annoying creatures. Alright, we will definitely try it, right? Will we? That's an interesting question. I'm honestly not sure. I really think he should be attacking, but, you know, who knows. I think we just discard the Fable. It's not bad. Oh my god, now we get flooded. What an awkward opening, man. I mean, I think we go like this. This is pretty defensive. We can also crew the Bankbuster if we want. Do I want to attack with the Goblin? They showed that they don't want to try it. Yeah, I think we should. Like, mana is good. Especially in this situation. Like, even with Bankbuster we can draw at some point, probably. He has 2 creatures, we can block both of them with Double Devils. So the only punish will be something with, you know, like 3/3 attacking our face. But it needs to be cheap as well. If they go for Adversary, they need to pay a lot of mana, so then the Foundry... Man, like, you just name the card and they have it. So good at Magic. Oh man, I need to learn better, how to play better. For example, I cannot even draw my cards correctly. Like, I don't have lands, then I get too many lands. Man, I'm just so bad. Alright, I'm just joking, but you've been there, you know exactly what I mean. So, what about this attack? A good one. Definitely a good one. He missed the cheek, as they usually do, but it's actually easy to miss it. So, those are pretty guaranteed blocks, right? I think we chompy, and then we still kill this one, and we then negate the most damage. Yeah, if I wanted to crew the Bankbuster, that was, by the way, the only punish, kinda, for us attacking with the Goblin. But it's fine, I always have it. So we kinda clear the board a little bit. They have 1 creature, there will be 2 creatures at least on the next turn, and the land is gone, which is super cool. And I'm still really good at drawing lands in my Magic career. Alright, let's go like this. Bankbuster could be great, but we don't have luxury to do it. Alright, this is pretty good. Sure that we'll win this game if we have a little moment of respite, basically. And we still can draw 1 more card. And now we do not attack. Now we need to hold this 1 turn, and we will win. Sure, that was a really good draw, but that's basically I put it in the deck for this matchup. That's exactly why. Because if they cannot burn it, they just scoop. In 1-2 turns you get so much life gain that you are back to 11 and you won the game, and they cannot burn you. And it's one of our few life gain things.